breaking crypto news coming to you straight live from my couch. I've got a video for you guys. I want to be talking about the overall crypto market because this market is seeming to shape up a little bit differently than we've seen in past cycles. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how this 4-year cycle, are we going to have a 4-year cycle anymore? Is the 4-year cycle a dream that's gone forever, ever since we've seen this market get more and more regulated? And really, regulated is kind of the wrong word. I should say more and more adopted. We're going to talk about that. Welcome back to Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel right now. Follow me, 333Blacksea on Twitter. Let's hop in this video. All right, guys. So I want to talk about this 4-year cycle, okay? Because I know that there is grumblings in this space that the 4-year cycle is no more, that we have bridged the gap in the S-curve model from early adopters to mass adoption. And now I don't want people to freak out and say, well, Blacksea, does that mean that this is over? No, mass adoption lasts for a significant amount of time, guys. But people are saying since we've bridged that gap, that now the 4-year cycle is no more, that people are going to continue to dollar cost average into Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is just going to continue to go up, and it won't be as volatile, so it won't be based around the 4-year cycles. I can get behind this idea, but guys, I must say, I've been trading crypto for nearly a decade. This is my third cycle now, third full-on cycle, and I just want to say that every single cycle, there's grumblings of this, that the 4-year cycle is no more. Either it's the super cycle, and to be quite frank, talking about no more 4-year cycle because mass adoption is another way of saying the super cycle, and without saying it. And I just want to emphasize that I am not going to say that we are going into a super cycle or even the 4-year cycle is no more until the fat lady sings. All right, guys. And what does that mean? You may say, Blacksea, when does the fat lady sing? How will we know? Really, we'll know by the end of 2025, guys. If we are not making new highs by the end of 2025 and making significant moves higher by basically like September, October, November, Q4 2025, that would be signal in my mind that, okay, something's different here. And I do want to emphasize that this cycle is different. It is more different than any other cycle because I want to talk about 2016, 2017. Volatile year. We made our moves up. It was very volatile. Big, massive gains on Bitcoin. And then we saw a crazy altcoin season. A lot of volatility. The asset was smaller. It was not as matured as it is now, okay? Now move to 2020 and 2021. Massive move to the upside. Propelled by helicopter money, guys. Massive economic stimulus, okay? Massive economic stimulus. $1,200 stimulus checks to everybody. Everybody was getting PPE loans. There was a lot of money stimulating the economy. The Fed was printing billions and billions and billions, literally trillions of dollars. 30% or between 30 and 40% of all the money in circulation that was printed in history was printed within the years of 2020 to 2022, okay? Massive amounts of money. And lots of that was quantitative easing as well. The Fed was buying the stock market, propelling it higher. That time was different, okay? Now we're talking about 2023, 2024, and into 2025, okay? Right now, it didn't play out like that, did it? We didn't have a true altcoin season. Bitcoin did not make, we reached 100,000, but we did not make the moves that everyone was expecting. Everyone was saying, we're going to 300,000, we're going to 250,000 right now. It's happening right now. But this time is different because we don't have the quantitative easing. The entire asset class is much larger. It is much larger. It is more mature. On top of that, we've never had more altcoins and meme coins getting created on a daily basis, extracting the liquidity out of the crypto space than we've seen this cycle. And I think that it's easy to couple the 2017 cycle and 2021 cycle and say, well, yeah, they are very similar. They play out very, very similar. But the reason why the 2021-2022 cycle played out similarly to the 2017 cycle is because of the quantitative easing. It was a larger asset, but there was so much more money floating around. There was so much more retail gambling happening, okay? Fast forward to now, and guys, I remember making videos on the Crypto Report probably at the end of 2023 talking about how we were following the amount of money in U.S. citizens' bank accounts, okay? And from the time of a year, it went from $2.2 trillion cumulatively to $0, okay? So all the retail money is gone. Poof, it's gone. There's no more helicopter money. And on top of that, inflation, guys, risk on assets, not in a favorable place. All of the value, everyone's groceries up 50, 60, 100%. Really, some of them are like 200, 300% gains, okay? I just call it gains, but inflated value, costs more money. It's expensive to live and eat food for all these retail investors. It's a very different time now. It's a very different time. I think that we're still on schedule for this 4-year cycle. I think that there is a possibility that it's different, that this 4-year cycle is not going to be like all the others. But until we see September, October, if we're not making new all-time highs, I'm not prepared to say, yes, we're in a bear market, and yes, this time is different. And in 2026, we're going to see new all-time highs. I'm not really ready to say that, guys. I'm not. I think we're going to have to really be paying attention to that. Why would it be different this time? Why? Let me know in the comments below what you think about that. Because in my opinion, based on my past history with being in the crypto space for over the past decade, is that this happens every single cycle. Super cycle. This time is different. Super cycle, super cycle. Oh, well, we're just going to trade sideways for another year, then make new all-time highs. No, it has not played out that way, but people have been saying it's going to happen every single cycle. There's a lot of volatility. I think there's opportunity, especially if we start to trade sideways for a significant amount of time. But I do think that we are, like, Bitcoin is flatlining right now. I do think that there will be a big volume spike shortly. If you guys do want to take advantage of that, you want to take advantage of this big breakout that is coming, whether it's to the upside or the downside, time will tell. Really depends on the traditional market. If you guys want to take advantage of that, check out in the description box below or pin comment down below. We have a $5,000 sign bonus to Blowfin. All you do is click that link, deposit, trade a little bit, you get a bunch of free money. Take advantage of that free money, guys. They do a lot of awesome promotions as well. Right now, I'm patiently waiting to get into some risky leverage long positions. Not saying you should do this. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys what I'm doing. And I'm really curious what you guys think. Do you think that this 4-year cycle is over, that there's no more 4-year cycles? Or do you think that people are just falling for the old trap of every single cycle that this time is different? That's all I got, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Follow me at 3the3 Blacksea on Twitter, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.